Right side! Remember us?
Not sure this is a balcony we've met, lad.
How do you know?
Corporeal, but different. Looks like the bastard's finally done it.
We don't want to fight you!
Not messing about, is it?
No!
Father, are you okay?
Focus on the enemy, not me!
Yes, sir. Look for it out!
Poison! Don't touch it!
What did we do to you?
Every agony, every violation imaginable.
Kratos! You do not want this! Hold your mind! Control it! She was our friend. Atreus. Atreus. Bring on.
Maybe. For the moment. You're of more use to me. Alive.
Atreus. Home.
Oh, really?
You will tell the truth when I return. Now I must set things right.
We'll take him. Oh, Your Majesty. A pleasure to see you again.
Rodnifer. Do not let him out of your sight.
You heard him, Sunshine. Come on, get a move on.
What is it you want?
I refuse to remain bound to this realm. We travel to Vanaheim.
Well, guess it's just us then. One gateway to Vanaheim coming right up.
If you are still bound, how will you travel?
I crafted a protection ward that'll keep me from being pulled out of the realm. It should hold until I find what I need.
And what is that?
The source of the magic that binds me to Midgard. We're going to find it and destroy it.
I will help you. But it will not change what I have done.
I know. That's why I still might kill you when this is over.
We going or what? Ain't going nowhere without this. Where would you muckspouts even be without me?
What is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
The other curses grew weak from Fimbulwinter, but I still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beef-wit brother of yours.
Freyr is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrope, too.
I can feel the pull of the binding curse. Its source is further in. Follow me.
Muggier than a Muspelheim shit pit out here.
And nearly as fragrant. Suppose Fimbulwinter's to blame. But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as anyone. Come on, let's find a way forward. Oh no. Something's wrong. My spell, I can feel it slipping.
Well, that's Fimbulwinter for you.
You don't understand. I'll be torn from the realm.
What can be done?
Something I was hoping to avoid. Seems I don't have much choice. Falky! Come on, then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time.
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel, and it solves very little. This form is extremely limiting.
Hey, how's about a riddle to take your mind? What runs with no legs?
Easy, a nose. You'll have to try harder than that, Brock.
Just you wait, smart guy. Farkle!
Watch where you're going. The plants are extra aggressive in this humidity.
To the rescue! Calling all pepper drip! Woo! But don't that get the old juices flowing? Forgot how much I like scrapping dirty.
Where has everyone gone, I wonder?
They must have withdrawn, hidden themselves out in the wilds and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over this place, huh?
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to end it.
A great success that was. Obviously, the peace was no less a disaster than the marriage. Did he invade again as soon as I was exiled?
You're building quite the collection of poetry, brother.
Why so surprised? My people are known for their culture.
Not surprised. Steam.
Pretty sure there's loot you're missing. If you want to hunt around. You want this, you dangling me? Listen, you just made the last mistake of your life. Let's go! Old Brock to the rescue! Being here again's bringing back memories of that wedding. Fancy folks and quality meat. Though I remember your brother stirring up an awful scene.
Why do you keep bringing him up? My brother is no concern of yours. Do you understand?
Oh, I know. Hey!
The plant life grows more dangerous the further we go. Hope you're up for it, Dwarf.
Listen, I know how bad it can get with one so. Sindri and I were on the Alps so long it was like not having a brother at all. Now I take some of the fall for that on account of me walking out. But it never stopped me blaming him most. Any of this sound familiar so far?
And what is your point?
My point is, that weren't the end-all of things after all. Once we got our heads right, it was like no time had passed. He went straight back to being as big a pain in my ass as he ever was. That's family. You gotta keep them close, or they make you good and crazy.
Why do you think I need to hear any of this right now? My focus is on regaining my freedom, and I have no intention of being distracted.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you happen to find yourself talking to
Wolvers, everyone shut your gourd.
one of them hairy-ass bastards! Got another! Party! Here it comes! All I'm saying is, if you happen to find yourself talking to your brother, maybe the worst word said between you don't have to be the last one said. Hold up! If you want to keep your insides inside. Yeah! All yours. All right. Your people not receiving visitors?
I wouldn't know. They're not my people anymore.
Come on up. Bet you're glad old Brock's around to save your skin. Uh-oh. Shit!
We should probably go get him.
Keep your guard up.
have here? Oh, One Eye, send another god to do his dirty work. Thor too busy?
We do not serve Odin.
No? Picked a dangerous place for sightseeing, then. All right.
No, no. No need for threats, brother.
Oh, I know that voice. You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Aye. Oh, quite observant, brother.
Oh, no, you're no brother of mine. You sold my sister to that prick.
We broke it a piece.
Oh! Did you now? Where is it? Hmm? And where is my sister? Some dungeon in Asgard? Is she even alive? Answer me. I guess we'll settle for blood.
Stop!
What is that? Why do you speak in her voice?
It's me, Ingvi. There's no time to explain, just listen. These men are in my service. I'm here to reclaim what's been taken from me.
It's too late. You can't undo what's been done.
I can. I will. Now let them pass.
So, you serve my sister. Oh. Don't we all? Put him down.
What's with leaving me hanging like that, you crusty hag?
Oh, can it, Blubber. Come here.
Well, found who I was looking for. Think I'm gonna stay and catch up.
Oh, are ya now?
Do as you wish.
Brother, if you wouldn't mind, I'd have a word with Lord Freyr.
What do you think you're doing, just setting up shop at my fort? Just 'cause I hugged you don't mean I ain't still sore at you, squabbling.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot there, stranger. I'm pretty used to only seeing Aesir in these parts. Don't typically get friendly faces. That is a friendly face, right?
His name is Kratos, and no, the Aesir are in Vanaheim.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use here. If my counsel is welcome.
I'll take what I can get.
Your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up. Forgiveness.
Bit late for that one, I'm afraid. All right, let's see what we've got here. Tell me about your army.
Oh, you're looking at it.
What, you five? Against Odin's army?
Well...
Now that the distractions are out of the way,
I have words if you would hear them.
speak then.
This anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. but I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freyr for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about. An ancient! Grab what is dropped and throw You fought them before, haven't you? I know what you're doing. Trying to play on my sympathies in the hope I let you live.
I am only trying to help. The mistakes of the past need not be repeated.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own, thanks. Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
There was another. Before Atreus?
Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked. We need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughter's. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya, but it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see. You hear that? Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable! They will not let you pass unless you destroy them all! My village. I hardly recognize it. I used to play hide and seek with Freya in the forest. We'd spend afternoons stealing honeydrops from the grand forest. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It was all so simple. Be reminded of this. A stronghold! We have to destroy very strange.
Go!
It's in ruin.
May Freya never waver.
The other half is missing. May she protect us, always. An old adage, if you will. Enough what Odin did to me. He's desecrated every memory I have of home.
Be glad you have a home to remember fondly. In Sparta, we were taken from our homes as children and raised in Midgard. We marched or we drowned, fought for scraps or starved. Our elders beat us till we could not stand. At night, we made our way home, alone, or were food for wolves. That is how Spartans are made.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn poles we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns. The fates of these lands.
That's right. You defy prophecy at your own peril.
Atreus would agree with you about prophecy. He rushes blindly to a fate the giants foretold. Disappears for 2 days, trying to prove he is their champion. Fabled to fight at Ragnarok.
What? I know all the Ragnarok prophecies. There's no champion of the giants.
It is one glow concealed. Because of this champion, the realms are saved at Ragnarok. Only Asgard falls, and Odin with it.
So all this time, Odin's obsession with every detail of Ragnarok, he's been missing a crucial piece. Huh. Well done, bro.
Atreus will not be a pawn of prophecy.
You still stand against fate, even with victory foretold.
I will not march my son to war. He is no Spartan. I would keep it that way.
You would speak to me of protecting your child? Is my tragedy not enough of a lesson? Fighting fate is a waste of the precious time we're going to spend with You never know when someone use your blades to swing the torch to the other side. Let's not waste any more time. Come on. Let's cross the bridge now. How can you, of anyone alive, be squeamish about war? After all the gods you've
I have seen enough war to know the cost.
after the price I paid to end one? Look around you, Kratos. See what happens when you don't fight a true evil. That's one of Odin's captains. Be ready.
Ragnarok will not bring back what you have lost, any more than killing me.
I am reaching my limit for enlightened platitudes from you today. Can you please just shut up and kill things? Well, that did it.
Do not tell me to kill again.
What?
I killed to protect my son, to aid my friends. But I will be no one's monster. Never again.
You don't get to make that choice. Not with the debt you owe me.
I am not here for debts. I would always have helped you.
So much has been taken from me, and I'm just supposed to let it all go?
Freya.
Enough. There. I feel the source of the magic keeping me in Midgard.
What is this place?
My home. I was born here. Hold on. Something's not right. Opinbera. World Tree roots, bound in Odin's damn knots. That's how he did it. Come on! Neato!
Creature! It belongs to Odin?
No! It protects Yggdrasil's roots wherever they are. Masters was counting on it. That's it! Don't relent! I need to get to those roots! Good! Keep at it! Drag it out! Don't let it hide in the It's still in the way! I need to get to those roots!
I know! I have it!
In that case...
Hurry!
Finally!
You are free!
In Vanaheim, yes. But there are more roots. She will guard them with her life. My sigils can amplify your attack!
Is it done?
It's over. It's really over.
And now that you have what you seek,
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, where I kill you.
have you decided?
To be honest, I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry that it'll always be. It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see that. Look. Everything that's happened between us.
No need to explain. Not to me. Not for that. I do not regret saving your life, and never will. But the choice between life and death should have been yours to make. I should not have robbed you of that choice.
Now that I am myself again, I suppose it's time to face my brother.
And after that?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a choice. Let me live with that for a moment. We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. That one says you're blessed. Fast learner.
Your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was. leaving the responsibility to me.
Enemies to your left!
Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have. It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plans are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of it. Now the sigil should hold the frost. Deed well done. Watch out, those are winds. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. Could I ever think of this place as home again? After all that's happened. Wait. Skull and Hati are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look. The sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern Migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and octopuses. I guess there's still something to be fought. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freyr, too. My sigils can break through their shields! They're defenseless now! Enemies on the left! Enemies to your left! much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Forgiveness can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly.
Enemies on the left!
It avoids every attack!
Behind
All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home, and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
No. It really is you. You returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne, we'll rebuild, me and you against the world, huh? Just like the old days.
I'm not staying.
I don't understand. You're here.
Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, you still can't let go of that old fight?
It was my duty To save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please. I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes with those last awful words I said to you. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
And I you, Ingvi. But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you. Got a few things to square with you. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pals here.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Well, all right, then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Unless you want me to fix anything up first.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
Suppose that big fella we're traveling with might want to help me with a thing?
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's in the mood to
What
make
is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river delta. Once Odin's army came to town, I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bop. So
What?
well.
What is it?
And it all
What?
just bring.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do not know.
May I ask, how did a traveler come to follow my brother?
I was broken when he found me. The truth I'd pledged my life to, it was a lie. Lord Freyr put what was left of me back together. Give me something real to believe in.
That's Freyr, the Lord of Second Chances.
He saved me. Gave me
Your alliance is unusual.
I think what Kratos is trying to say is, he's never seen a light elf and dark elf work together. It's a welcome sight.
Hopefully one day, a common one. Mimir tells me you're something of an adventurer. Should you ever find your way to the Forbidden Sands in Alfheim...
Contested territory. Past the Barrens.
There are rumors of a sanctum, and artifacts our elders don't want us to see. Anything that sheds light on our suppressed history would benefit all of Alfheim.
Uncovering secret history? Sounds like my kind of adventure.
Knowledge of the elves' common ancestry is what brought us together. Stories of Alfheim before the division of light and dark. It's very taboo.
Didn't stop you from spreading word of it. Which is how you ended up in prison.
Where she and I met. As enemies, naturally, but escaped as friends. More than friends.
You can stop talking.
Okay. Good luck out there.
Freya, shall we go?
I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos. I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word. This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Runa. Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. I'll speak it. Suna.
Lovely! Working together is already opening doors for us.
Is he always making puns like that? We're blocked by more vines. Remember what to do? There's a fallen one there. So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserved for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
If you could, we can explore the river now. And hopefully right some old wrongs.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left. This crest belonged to Odin. A peace offering from my people. And a waste of goodwill. Skjelfa! Can you see anything? The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
Get ready!
Switching arrows!
Behind you! Incoming!
Skjelfa!
Creatures weren't always this ravenous. The ecosystem. It's out of balance. Life returns to the garden. Good.
Something's happening to that troll, brother. It's broken free!
There must be more poisons in there.
Behind you! Look out!
Nasty hit! Go away from
Anyone else notice they woke up right after you used that one relic we pilfered? I smell a connection. Don't forget to grab what they dropped. I bet the dwarves could make some armor out of it.
Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
That was the last of the poison. Despite everything, the garden survived. Because of us. Hi.
All is desolation.
Astrid. No.
Spirit.
Astrid.
Mine.
You need
us to.
Well, that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Thank.
and
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
all things do. That is no reason not to try.
Oh, glad to see that still works. An armor piece bearing Lunda's... And shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her, brother?
If she wished to succeed, she would not have left it behind.
Perhaps.
Behind you! Look out!
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No. What is wrong?
Of course. When the iron. Clear. You must. Say their magic corrupts so ruthlessly. Those poor souls must be in agony.
Then we shall give them death.
My friend's souls are still twisted, aren't they? Give them the freedom of death.
Now, how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way. Looks like that worked.
So, what's it like, being back?
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
The runic word appeared over there. See it? Mecking. We should be able to reach the wedding site. The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There's no shame in that.
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious. Throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
Allow me. Food now. I never thought I'd come back here. Reavers.
Watch out! It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it!
Reaver on the left!
Alpha!
the objects I'm looking for are still here. The door is shut. If memory serves, this is a mystic fire. Its flames are short-lived. That's it. Switching arrows! There. I see the chalice.
Anything illuminating?
Look at this.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation. We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand. I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr. Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need. And I believed him. I can't read that from here. Let's head back and I can take a better look.
Better now?
No. The pain only grows. Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do? It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding.
Enemy, left flank!
Learn anything?
The word isn't complete. It's missing a piece.
Whoa!
so much about that day I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs. My circlet's here.
It's on that pedestal by the balcony!
You must remove the vicious blood! It belonged to you.
A symbol of commitment. After the ceremony, he had a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last. He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic. You know, my people used to send gifts to him, so I wouldn't forget home. But after the birth of my son, they stopped too. The word is complete, but I still can't read it from here. Let's head back down. I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it. But I feel nothing.
Perhaps what you seek cannot be found in a circlet.
You may be right. The runic word appeared over there. See it? Phew. After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
The most difficult battles are fought within. But this battle, you will not fight alone. Are you ready?
Yes. There it is. My final tie to Asgard. We drove that sword into the pillar together. The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union. Mona.
The stone refuses to let go.
Mona!
The deepest wounds form the strongest bonds. Bastard said it as part of our vows. I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son. To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me, too. The pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it. This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it.
What's it say, brother?
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
Yes. You won an important one today.
If I may.
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
It's just... I owe you my life. Such as it is. And I've caused you so much pain. You're in a terrible situation. For that, Freya, I'm truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. But I swear to do better by you nonetheless. Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help it, anxious now.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that, Your Majesty. So much for that boat.
You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the past, only how it shapes you. I think he might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed. Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages.
Enough. We will continue later.
Anything interesting, brother?
Ah, that's it.
fun of my orb, though. I am doing this for free and whatnot.
This crest. It's mine. And how is it you two know each other?
No, I can't be divulger and guilty behind there.
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. But we do have something else that needs our attention. Last we were in Alfheim, Atreus heard something out in the Barrens. He was in terrible pain. And what else? There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
The creature Atreus heard. It lies out in the desert.
Wonder what it could be. Most of the larger beasts of Alfheim have long been dead.
I'm sure my brother would know. He loved me.
And the realm loved him in turn. Still does.
I'm sure he blames me for having to leave.
That was not your fault.
I know that. But I can't fault him for wanting to protect his family, even at the cost of plunging this realm back into war.
Hail, fellow travelers.
Atreus heard a creature in pain in the desert.
Over.
When I...
No. Hi. Stuff some cloth in your ears to keep the sand out. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Gulon in Alfheim?
And sled trained by the looks of it. Most unusual.
I've never seen such obedience in Gulon. There is some kind of magic at work here.
Regardless, it should make desert travel downright pleasant. Were it not for a brutal sandstorm. Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
How do you hope to find anything in all this?
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
This cave extends underneath the desert.
Aye. A refuge for the Dark Elves by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple. Perhaps we'll find Atreus' wounded animal down here.
Lead the way, Kratos. I trust you to not get us lost underground. lashing out at everything and everyone for their fate.
They will not listen to reason. Combat is unavoidable.
Trust me, I know. Still, I wish it were not the case. Strange how you'd rather bring me along for this task instead of your own son.
I have to agree, brother. Atreus would have enjoyed this desert dalliance. Especially where maimed, innocent creatures in need of rescue are concerned.
Good. Perhaps it will teach him the consequences of disobedience.
An odd way to discipline. No. I am in no position to judge. If I may, have you asked Atreus why he feels the need to hide things from you?
Of course. It solved nothing.
It isn't supposed to.
Your meaning?
The boy is allowed to have secrets. All children do.
His secrets are dangerous.
Of that I have no doubt. Still, they are his to bear.
Ah, bear. Yes. At least that one isn't so much a secret anymore.
Freyr kept many secrets as well in his youth. He and Atreus were much alike.
Disobedient. Reckless.
Oh yeah. With a compulsion to help those in need. That was partly what led him to Alfheim in the first place, and why he stayed so long.
Winter has changed Atreus. This prophecy weighs on him, shapes him into someone different.
He is deciding which path to take. It may not be the path you choose for him, but ultimately, it's his path to walk. It is odd to watch you, of all people, go to such effort to help this injured creature.
Scouting clears my mind.
Right.
Speak your piece.
Atreus has influenced you, has he not? Conditioned you to help those in need?
What of it?
You should trust that you've influenced him in turn.
Right there! Left flank!
I haven't seen one since I was a child.
Great, Gefjun's ghost! That's the largest bloody half-goof I've ever laid eyes on.
That howling, it sounds familiar.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
That must be the cause of the storm.
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
There must be a way to cut it loose.
I'd wager that there's nothing here a well-placed throw of the axe can't solve.
That helped. We've cut it loose, but it can't seem to escape.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
How in the realms did they capture such a large one?
Half-goofers are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our dark elf friends.
Even though it's bound by their hive?
Hive matter doesn't belong to the dark elves, any more than the light belongs to the light elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources. One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the light elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the dark elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
But if this is true, are we doing more harm than good by destroying this hive?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No. Freyr would appreciate our efforts to ease the harshness of these lands. We should free it. You should be able to cut this part away and free the Half-Goofa!
Never imagined I'd see a Half-Goofa fly again. Can't believe the lad missed this.
The storm is gone. The Song of the Sands has returned to Alfheim, albeit somewhat diminished from how I remember it as a child.
Trace will be glad to hear it is no longer in pain.
You look forward to telling him.
I do.
It is not too late to avoid my mistakes. Your son must walk his own path, but you can still guide him. And I will help you, however I can, for his sake.
Thank you.
Well, nice to be able to have a real conversation out here for once.
Freya, how did your brother come to be burned by the Aesir?
Well,
Wait. Let us look this way.
much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Half-Goofa!
Meki. I remember when Freya and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Half-Goofa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave! I see an entrance! I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Half-Goofa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement, by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Half-Goofa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, you mean?
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Enemies to your left!
Light Elf. The Alpha!
Poison from above!
The Alpha! Light Elves don't often travel underneath the Barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Beard did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
Goofas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate. I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hakuka. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Well, given another chance, I know what choice I will make. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye. Back to the surface then. Right side, brother!
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
The fate of these creatures reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her.
At least it's a relatable story.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim.
Time to end this storm.
Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us freshly lit barons?
A light elf statue in the desert. Odd.
Aye. Fair bet this is the sanctum Big Deer spoke of in Vanheim.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Lightners.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day. We can browse at our leisure. What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it.
Look here. These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The console.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text. Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Framborg.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Steel strike! Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Dios Alpha. Lord, Megivita. How brought him up.
She thinks he's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
She's gone.
That? Or she's hiding again.
It matters not. The journal is ours. The work is done.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice. Freya, how did your brother come to be burned by the Aesir?
Well...
What is that?
A phantom! Room magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at
It's vulnerable when it
Nicely
glows!
done! Keep on it!
Yelpa!
Need to take out those springs, brother! Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
Despite his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father. Always wanted to do right by him. He was constantly frustrated that no matter what
but enough of that for now. Well, brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard, and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
Thank me now and eternally.
Well, looky there. Glad you could make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow. But then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figure they both got it coming. Well, come on, then. Hey, Tyr! Wake up! You got company. Now, why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder?
You're sure he won't mind?
Mind? He'll be thrilled. Joint's getting classier by the day.
Can it be? I never thought I'd have the pleasure of seeing you again, Frigg.
Don't call me that. I haven't been that person in a long time. But I'm happy to see you too. I'd feared the worst for so long, what you must have been through.
Nothing so bad as what you've suffered. Freya, I am so sorry to hear what happened to Baldur. He was only a boy when I saw him last, but I know he meant more to you than anything.
Yes.
And to forbear your vengeance in this way, it's truly an inspiration for those of us who believe in peace.
The only peace these realms will ever know is once Odin is gone. Believe in that.
So you're not here to prevent Ragnarok, you're here to bring it about.
I'm here to make sure Odin doesn't hurt anyone, the way he hurt us.
I can see I've upset you. Forgive me. I am far removed from my days of diplomacy.
I bring stone.
I know that smell. Troll! And here I thought you'd already busted up every single one in the 9 realms before Fimbulwinter.
Can this lock be opened without damaging the book? The elves in Freya's camp wish to read it.
Brock never met no lock he couldn't lick. I'll get her open where it needs getting. Oh, Lunda sends her love. Bless her spotted heart. Not too shabby having a proper goddess around the house. Try to stay on her good side this time, why don't you?
You sound just like Father. But you were gone for 2 days, with nobody to watch your back.
You better screw his head back on. And I mean tightly.
So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Where did you go? Who did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
He doesn't have any faith in me. It's fine if he keeps secrets. It's fine if Mom did.
It is not fine! Her secrets ought to be stuck with this path.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore either?
This is not about your mother. What you have done is lie.
Wonder where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin. But I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
He'll only cloud your mind.
But I'd be going for us. I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, at Tyr. Odin did this to us.
What's got everyone caterwauling all of a sudden?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
You must choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Choose? I never get to choose. Just leave me alone.
Listen.
Let go of me!
Listen!
I said let go!
What the fuck?
Atreus! It's Sindri. Just try to keep control!
Come on! Boy!
Great. Freezing cold, lots of Hellwalkers, definitely in Midgard. There for three!